So it's a Friday night. What are you planning on doing?
You are now listening to Limited Trust, a Devastator podcast. Let's get into it.
Episode 113, Limited Trust, a Devastator podcast. It is cold. It's not cold, but it's like chilly. It's raining, which I love. But these birds are in this bush next door and they are going fucking crazy. So I don't know if you'll be able to hear them. I don't know if Audition will cut. I don't know if Audition will cut that out as a part of the noise reduction. Hold on one second. I'm drinking an energy drink. I know I'm breaking the fucking rules. I know. Son, this shit called Bucked Up Energy. The Miami flavor is the fucking tits, bro. I fuck with this shit. It's got like a familiar taste when you first drink it, and it's got this aftertaste that's like real good. I gotta stop with these fucking energy drinks though. That shit can't be good for you. You know what I mean? I don't know. None of that shit. What is good for you? But I just know that that's probably not. It's probably really not good for you. I think I drink about 2 a day. One in the early morning. Well, not early morning, or early afternoon. Or late morning, and then one. I stopped drinking them. I can't drink any energy after 7, but Jimmy the Ghost says it should be about 1 when you stop caffeine. So I don't know, man. I've been having some fucking crazy dreams lately. Shit's been bugged the fuck out. So by popular demand, I'm gonna figure out a way to leak the the fucking episode, the fucked up one. And what I think I'm gonna do, I hate to do it to you guys, but it's probably gonna end up being on YouTube because on YouTube you can upload and make it like a private link, so it's loaded, but you can only watch it or listen to it if you have the link. Because I can't, now that I calm down, like, it's fucked up to say this because everyone listening knows me pretty well, but I really just don't want to look like a fucking hater. And you guys know that that's not what the case is, like the fucking the guy that it is, there's like no way that I could be like a hater on him, like for real. And I just seen some shit, man. I seen some shit. His shit is garbage, son. Mad garbage. But I'll upload that, and then I'll let it be known. So then if you want the link, I don't know when I'm gonna be able to do it, because today we fucking started out the day with going to the fucking orthopedic surgeon to look at official Ronnie's fucking knee. They set us up with an MRI appointment. Well, no, they set us up with somebody to call to schedule a fucking MRI. So that could be today, well, the scheduling part, or a fucking week from today, they said. But he fucked himself up, man. He definitely fucked his knee up. It's they can only speculate, but he speculates it to be an MCL, either tear or sprain. Excuse me. So we'll see. He's been a trooper about it. He's definitely not doing what they're telling him to do. He's wilding out everywhere, hopping around and fucking hobbling like a maniac. So he's got to fucking get that in check, because, dude, what the fuck, man? You don't want to exacerbate this shit. I don't know. I don't know. You can lead a fucking horse to water, but you can't make him shut the fuck up. The boy is he's definitely his own person. I don't know if that's a cliche thing to say, but he fucking does what he wants. He does what he does. Yeah, I mean. So now we're back from that, and I'm like, all right, well, I gotta fucking get this episode in. It is Friday. It is Friday at 11:24 a.m. And we get back from that, and then the oldest girl has a fucking shot that she has to get for college. Not the fucking brainwash fucking heart attack shot, but some meningitis shit. Probably the same fucking thing. Some meningitis shot that they recommend or whatever it is. Or no, they don't recommend, they require for her college. They locked up all of her was it spring? Whatever the fuck semester she's signing up for. She's in one right now, but she can't sign up for the next one because they locked it all up until she has some fucking meningitis, whatever. And she does fucking online courses at the community college. She doesn't even go in the fucking building. But I guess we've been there twice. We went there once to fucking register and talk to the people, and then the second time for fucking 3.5 minutes to walk into the bookstore and get her books, and then she hasn't been back since. So I don't fucking know, but whatever. A lot can happen in those 3 minutes, apparently. Meningitis fucking outbreak. So now we got to drive fucking 45 minutes west to fucking go get the meningitis shot, then drive back to fucking home so then I can leave and go start my first fucking job at fucking 5 p.m. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Today's in a fucking blow, but it's raining, so I can't really be that upset because, like, I know you guys listen to this shit a lot, but when it's fucking raining, like, it's really hard to get me, like, real upset. And if I do get upset, I just go look out the window or stand on the porch, or I'm driving in the car. Like, I don't care. I'll stand in the fucking rain. I park as far as I can away in the parking lot. Erica loves that. And just so I can walk in the rain. I fucking love that shit. This is probably like my least favorite rain, the cold shit. But it's up there, man. I really enjoy it. I like watching it, listening to it. So it's hard to keep me down on a rainy day. And man, that's been my whole fucking life. I remember, I wish I could remember, because when you're in elementary school, it's kind of a blur, especially this far out. But I remember looking out the window in elementary school, and we had everyone had a job for the day, so one person was the fucking attendance taker or whatever. Basically, the teacher was pawning fucking jobs off on us to do. But not really that, but it was like little stupid shit. So this was the attendance person, or I think the attendance person was for the week, maybe. I don't know. But one thing was the weather person. And I can remember the classroom board and all the shit written on it. I just can't remember what fucking grade it was in. It was between kindergarten and second grade. It was either kindergarten, first or second grade, because third grade is when everything went bad. Like you wouldn't think that third grade would be bad. Dude, that shit was fucking insane. Kids were doing backflips off the fucking desks and shit. Fucking, there was 2 Tyrells in the class. It was Tyrell Davis, and I can't remember the other Tyrell's name. But Tyrell Davis was the shorter kid, and the other Tyrell was taller, like a lot taller than Tyrell Davis. And he would do fucking, what the fuck was it? I don't think it was Johnson, but I almost want to say Tyrell Johnson, but I'm not sure. But he would do fucking backflips off the desk and shit. And the teacher was Mr. Carbone, and he would just put his head in his hands on the desk and just fucking sit there like he wanted to fucking commit suicide. And he was a prick, kind of, but now, as I'm probably older than he was at the time, he was probably like, what the fuck is going on here? We were animals, son. It was fucking crazy. Second grade was Mrs. Hicks, and she was cool. So that wasn't she's got to be long dead by now. She was like 60 then. But she was real fucking nice. She was big into Egypt, and the whole classroom was just like Egypt fucking artifacts and books and shit all over the place. And she went to Egypt multiple times, to the pyramids, to the Sphinx, all this shit. And like a lot of our projects were based around that. So I always thought Egypt was cool and shit. And she was a big fan of it too. So she was fucking cool. Miss Hicks was cool. That was at 57 school. And then first grade was Mrs. Lechner. She was a fucking asshole. In kindergarten was Miss Connolly. She smelled. She was stanking like a motherfucker. Yo, sorry, Miss Connolly. Shit, you're probably dead too, though. This is back when teachers were in their fucking 60s. You know, not like these days. My youngest daughter's fucking teacher last year was like 19. I was like, what the fuck? Look, you hear that? The birds are stopped. All of them. Boop. Wonder what happened. I bet you Buddy the street cat is out there. They said, shut the fuck up. Here comes Buddy. Buddy coming. Buddy coming. I forgot what I was talking about. Fucking third grade. Why the fuck was I talking about? Oh. So anyway, between kindergarten and second grade, I almost think it was first grade. Because, and I'll tell you why in a second. But when I would come in, I mean, obviously I knew it was raining when I got to school. But then I would like look at the weather on the board, and it would be like, you know, someone drew like a fucking rain cloud and raindrops and shit and like a little lightning bolt or whatever. And I remember just like looking at that shit, and I would just be like happy. And then I remember getting like upset when, you know, halfway through the day you'd look out and it'd be like kind of blue skies and sunshine and shit, and the weather was turning, and I'd be like, this is bullshit. And all the rest of the class would be happy. Oh, we get to go out. Maybe we get to go out. I don't fucking care about that. I don't give a fuck. But I'm thinking that it was first grade because one day I got to class. I was late. So my mom drove me. It was right around the corner. It wasn't as close as 30 school was, but it was like not fucking that much farther either. It's right across from my Uncle Larry lives now, where fucking the original OBG, the OBG. I said original OBG, but that's a redundancy because that stands for the original Big G, which is a long story. But whenever you see RIP OBG, that's the guy who's... So it's a Friday night. What are you planning on doing? I missed that motherfucker. But anyway, my Uncle Larry moved into his house after he died. He bought his house. But that was directly across the street from the school that I went to. Not at the time, he didn't live there. He lived on fucking Ravine Street off of Dewey in the fucking Trenchola. It was all the fucking hood. But anyway. But so my mom brings me late. For whatever reason, we got fucked up in the morning. And so she had to bring me down to class. And when we got down to the fucking class, the class was empty. There's nobody there. We're like, what the fuck? Where's all my class? My class is gone. And I'm like, oh, it's not gym or, you know, anything. We're here in the morning. It was a fucking field trip, right? So I wrote all the stuff in on the board. I did the weather and shit, but it wasn't rainy. It was just regular weather. So I wrote in the weather. I wrote in the date and all that shit. I wrote in all the shit on the board because it hadn't been done yet. And then my mom went down to the office and they said, I think it was the fucking Museum and Science Center. So she drove me to the Museum and Science Center, linked up with my class. I finished the fucking field. It was either that or planetarium. I can't fucking remember. linked up with my class. When we got back on the bus, came back to school, and when we came back in, all the shit was done, and Mrs. fucking Lechner was like, "Who did this? Who did this?" And I said, I did. I I thought I was doing the right thing, like, oh shit, no one did the board, everyone's gone, I'm gonna do it. And she was like, "This is a class activity." Blah, blah, blah. And I remember I was, fucking first grade, and I was like, fuck you. I fucking hate you. I remember thinking, I fucking hate this bitch. I fucking hate this bitch. She fucking annoys me. She is fucking annoying. Whatever. So for whatever reason, I've always liked the rain. And the rain's always been like significant in my life. I remember being at my grandparents' hotel and shit at the resort, and it was raining there, standing out on the docks and shit, watching the raindrops and shit, and just being there in the rain, or driving up there with my mom in her old ass fucking pickup truck and shit. Just fucking, I always love that shit. And then AJ's funeral. Well, when I got arrested, it was pouring ass fucking rain. Not at the party though. When I stabbed everybody, it wasn't raining that right then, but hours later, it started to fucking pour. When they woke the judge up out of bed, I had to. I remember sitting and we're waiting in the back of this little fucking town court in the middle of nowhere, and I'm sitting there with a fucking sheriff, or a deputy, whatever, and I'm sitting in the back seat, just like, the fuck. He was cool. The locals were straight. They were cool with me. They didn't treat me like shit. But I remember sitting there, fucking, just kind of looking, looking out the window, and I was like, damn, it's raining. And then AJ's funeral the week prior, when we pulled into the cemetery, it was fucking downpouring. And I remember thinking, like, I felt like that he was making it rain, that it was raining to try to make me happy because of how fucking distraught I was and how just fucked up I was. So now every time it rains, I say to myself, thank you, AJ. And in one song it says, in every gray day I'm thanking you for the rain. Because, I don't know. But I'm always appreciative of it. When it's hot, when it's cold, when it's fucking... But what I really like is when it's like wintertime, but it's raining and not snowing, and then it fucking makes the snow go away. That's like, I'm like, yeah, fuck you, snow, bitch. But then it just turns to ice and it's fucking super dangerous and shit. But... So, man, fuck elementary school. So in the third grade was fucking crazy. And fourth grade was like, that was when I got the first weapons thing. And then they fucking, then I got fucking sent home for the rest of the year. That was Mr. Delario's class. His wife died while we were fucking in that year of school. I kind of felt bad for him. He was cool. He was all right. And I felt bad after his wife died. She had cancer. She died. And then fifth grade was Mrs. Daniels. That was a fucking lunatic that would wear a fucking dashiki. She was fucking crazy though. I am straight from the insane asylum. She fucking would flip the desk over, dump all your fucking shit all over the place, throw it. She was like a fucking Marine Corps fucking drill instructor. Crazy bitch. Then I recorded her, got kicked out of that school because of the butter knife fucking incident. Please. And then I went to 35 school, Mr. Spinder's class. He was way fucking cool. He was a cool ass dude. And he was cool as shit. And that's where I met Paulie. And then I fucking went to the worst school of my fucking life after that. If I would have known. I remember we were, I don't even know why we picked that shit. Because we had a list. They gave us a list of like 4 fucking schools. And I was like, oh, definitely not going to Jeff. That was right down the street from my house. But that shit was crazy. Stephanie Givens got fucking murdered there like a year prior. No, it's probably 2 years prior. Nah, I don't know. Shit, it might have been a year or two right in there. She got fucking stabbed in the neck by another girl and killed right outside of the fucking school when the buses got off. I was in the office for fighting at the time with Ms. Jansen, the fucking vice principal. And she got the phone call, and because they shut it down, they like, it was a big deal, man. Because that school was like probably a 10-minute walk from the school that I was in trouble at. So it was just like, you got to the end of my street, made a left, and walked down 1 block. Then you're at my elementary school. And then you walked, let me see, 2 blocks down, make it, continue forward. You'll go across Sherman, and then you'll cross Dewey, and then you'll get to Jeff. Like main intersections, and then Jefferson is right there. And then when you get to Saratoga, you make a right and go down to CoStar Street, make a left, and then you're at my fucking the school where I went to fucking pre-K, first and second. So it was all right there. It was like some West Side shit. 57, 30, Jeff. I didn't go to Jeff though. But that shit was like a fucking prison. Fuck that. But I ended up picking fucking, me and Polly were like, what I was like, what school are you picking? It was there, Freddie Thomas, Charlotte, or Nathaniel Rochester, I think. I think those are the choices we had. Maybe one more, but I can't remember. I think that was it. And I was like, fuck it, Nathaniel Rochester don't sound bad. I don't know. NRCS. Fucking boy, was I wrong. But see, I'm glad, because then I would have never met Dubs. And now I'm fucking all these years later. You know what I mean? So sometimes the way things happen is the way it's supposed to happen. Oh, and in other news, if you've made it this far, I got an email back from Ian Bick. So I'm thinking, as long as the dates work, I'm thinking I'm going to go and record with him on January 13th, I think or something like that. I'm not sure. It's not locked in, no pun intended, for the Locked In podcast. But it's, I think that's when it's going to be, right around there, something like that. So, unless he hits me back and is like, nah, that date don't work, but... So he hit me back. So we're going to be going to sit down at the Locked In podcast and shit. So that's cool. We'll go. It probably won't be anything new to you guys, because you've already heard all this. But man, these motherfuckers are constantly sending me emails and bullshit about fucking, oh, your fucking credit score has changed. Every time the fucking thing moves, they're fucking sending me emails and all this bullshit. I don't give a fuck. I know it has. I know. No shit. Took me years, bitch. Fucking years. So, what else we got? I'm trying to think. Oh, I had fucking saw issues. If you didn't see, I had to make that fucking, that saw sled. Oh yeah. Why? What? Oh man. Recently. What the fuck you talking about? Oh, that's strange. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Anyway. Of course it's saying some dumb shit. Oh, fucking... your payments. I've never had a late payment on anything ever in the last 15 motherfucking years when it comes to that shit. The fuck out of here. Sorry, man. I know this is supposed to be no phones, but I'm just like fucking annoyed. It's supposed to be no phones. These motherfuckers annoy me. So, what else we got? What else is there? I don't think anything. I think we're good, man. I think I'm all caught up. I'm not angry. I'm rocking and fucking rolling. Got the Ian Big joint coming up. Got I haven't started that new my fucking saw. So I had to build the fucking saw sled because all of a sudden I get the new saw because the old one made its last cut. Got the new one, got it all set up. Shit worked great. I put the old blade on it because the new blade was catching. So I was like, all right, fuck, I'll use the old blade that came off the old saw, and that worked for 100 or so cuts. Then it wouldn't cut anymore. Now it's fucking too dull. I must have wore that shit the fuck out. And so I get a new blade, and every single one, bing, bing, the fucking just keeps ripping the fucking parts out of my hand. What the fuck? So I bought a grinder. I bought all this extra shit trying to figure out how to get this one order done. A new order, someone who never ordered before, a bunch of pieces. So I'm fucking running the shit through. I'm trying to think maybe I'll just grind every single one of them and be a pain in the ass. But if I can't get the saw to work, so I bought a new fucking blade, a fucking Milwaukee 24 teeth per inch fucking. But I had a 24 TPI blade. So I bought that, and then I dreamed that sled because I was fucking tripping about it so hard. I'm not even kidding. I had a fucking dream. I was like, that's how I got to build it. I got to have this and so I made it a fucking reality. So I got that done, but it was like, what the fuck, man? What a pain in the balls this whole shit has been. Give me a fucking break here, dick sucker. You know what I'm saying? No. Yeah, I mean, no. Yeah, yeah. As Mike Do would say. Yeah, yeah. Shout out Mike Do. But all right, that's it. That's all I got. So got that fixed. Back in the fucking building. So I got a new belt sander out of the deal. You know, fucking shout out to everybody who keeps tuning in. And I'll let you know at some point this weekend when I get the fucking when I get the when I get the episode posted of me going the fuck off like a lunatic. You'll probably enjoy it. So I just don't want to look like a hater, man. I really don't. And then you know what? Because if I do go on and then it does, this guy's like, oh, that guy's hating on me or whatever the fuck. I mean, you guys have probably already figured out who it is because I seen a couple of you like the comment that I told you to go look for in our first pinned post of the executive, where I told this dude, you ain't gonna fucking come around here and act like you're the fucking mayor. And then I just seen it. I seen it yesterday because fucking Pep rattled me up and he was like, yo, post it. But then I didn't even notice that the other dickhead fucking commented back twice. I didn't even say anything back. I don't think I noticed it, or at least I didn't notice one, because I think that's when it jumped over to the fucking inbox. So we'll get that squared away, and I'll get that posted, and I'll let you know when it's posted, and then whoever wants to listen to it can fucking hit me, and I'll give you the fucking link. I'm gonna look on the podcast thing and see if there's a way. I don't think there is to post it like behind maybe like a password or something like that. I don't think I know how to do that. Maybe Google Drive or something, but that's just too convoluted. I don't fucking know. I'll probably just post it with the private link for YouTube, and you guys can go check it out there. But all right, everyone, until next time, I love you. Be well. Send some love over to official Ronnie with his fucked up knee. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. I'm out of here.